Hello students, am I audible? Hello all, am I audible? If I am audible, please reply in the chat. Is it okay now or it is still low? Is my voice audible? Is it clear now or it is still low? Please let me know in the chat. Okay. Just a minute, guys. As some of you are saying my voice is low, I will just try to adjust it within. I will return within 1 minute. Hi Mandeep. Let me know. Is it clear now? Yeah. Hello all. As you already cleared round one, most of you will be good in coding and you need a proper guidance for your interview mostly. So before just entering into the coding part, I wanted you all to know what they will ask in the interview, because you should be learning all these concepts parallelly along with the coding. Then only you will be able to clear the interview round. Is this speed of voice is okay? Are you able to understand it? First of all, I just wanted to tell you the pattern which last year they followed, so that you will get a proper idea on what to prepare. So along with your preparation of coding, you start learning these concepts also, which will be helpful for you. First, as you will be having coding round, you should be good at coding, and along with coding, they will test your knowledge on your core concepts, and they will test your knowledge on the concepts such as GitHub and all. Because when you mention a particular project in your profile, okay, as you all are from Telugu states, I will shift my language to Telugu. మీరందరూ ఫస్ట్ లైక్ మోస్ట్లీ ఆల్రెడీ మీరు మీ కోడింగ్ రౌండ్ క్లియర్ చేశారు కాబట్టి మీరు అడుగుతారు. మీకు ప్రాబ్లం మోస్ట్లీ ఎక్కడ అవుతుందంటే యువర్ కాన్సెప్ట్స్ టెస్ట్ చేసినప్పుడు మీకు అవుతుంది. టు అవాయిడ్ దట్ మీరు అలాంగ్ విత్ కోడింగ్ మీరు ఫస్ట్ ఊప్స్ ఏఐఎంఎల్, ఎస్క్యూఎల్, గిట్ ఈ కాన్సెప్ట్స్లో స్ట్రాంగ్ ఉంటే మీకు ఇంటర్వ్యూలో హెల్ప్ అవుతుంది. యాజ్ స్ట్రెంత్ 31 ఉంది కాబట్టి ఫస్ట్ మనం రిమైనింగ్ ఇంకొక 20 పీపుల్ అలా జాయిన్ అవ్వడానికి మేబీ ఇంకో 10-15 మినిట్స్లో జాయిన్ అవుతారు. ఆ లోపు మనం ఇంటర్వ్యూకి ఏమేమి ఇంపార్టెంట్ అనే టాపిక్స్ చూద్దాం. లాస్ట్ ఇయర్ అటెండ్ అయిన స్టూడెంట్స్ చెప్పిన ఫీడ్బ్యాక్ని బట్టి వాళ్ళకి జరిగింది ఎలా అంటే ఫస్ట్ వాళ్ళు ఇంటర్వ్యూకి వెళ్ళే ముందు మీరు ఆల్రెడీ సాల్వ్ చేసిన ప్రాబ్లమ్స్ ఉంటాయి కదా, దాని బేస్డ్ ఇంటర్వ్యూ జరిగింది వాళ్ళకు. లైక్ డిఎస్సి 6.25 ప్లస్ 75 బేస్ 75 బోనస్ అండ్ SP1, SP2, SP3 ఇలా జరిగింది వాళ్ళకు. SP3, SP2 లెవెల్ ఏముంటుందంటే మీకు వాళ్ళు సిస్టమ్ డిజైన్ క్వశ్చన్స్ కూడా అడిగే ఛాన్స్ ఉంటుంది. బట్ మోస్ట్లీ అందరికీ లైక్ SP1 అండ్ డిఎస్సి వాళ్ళకి సిమిలర్గా ఉండే కాన్సెప్ట్స్ అయితే మీ కోర్ కాన్సెప్ట్స్ లైక్ ఊప్స్, DBMS, AML, SQL, గిట్ ఇవి చాలా ఇంపార్టెంట్. ఇందులో ఫస్ట్ మోస్ట్లీ SQL మీరు మీ ప్రాజెక్ట్స్ చేసి ఉంటారు. మీ ప్రాజెక్ట్స్ బేస్డ్ క్వశ్చన్ ఉంటుంది వాళ్ళ దగ్గర. మీరు ఇంట్రడ్యూస్ యువర్ సెల్ఫ్ అన్నప్పుడు మీరు ఇంట్రడ్యూస్ చేసుకుంటారు మిమ్మల్ని. మీరు ఇంట్రడ్యూస్ చేసుకునే దాన్ని బట్టి మీ మోస్ట్లీ మీ ఇంటర్వ్యూ అనేది డైవర్ట్ అవుతుంది. మీరు ఇంట్రడక్షన్లో మీరు ఫెమిలియర్ సబ్జెక్ట్స్ మీకు ఫెమిలియర్ లాంగ్వేజెస్ మెన్షన్ చేస్తారు. సో బేస్డ్ ఆన్ మీ ఫెమిలియర్ లాంగ్వేజెస్ మీరు కోడ్ రాసి చూపించవచ్చు. అండ్ మోస్ట్లీ ఇంటర్వ్యూ మీ కోడింగ్ని కూడా టెస్ట్ చేస్తారు. లైక్ లాస్ట్ ఇయర్ వాళ్ళకు ఎలా జరిగిందంటే ఫస్ట్ కోడింగ్ రౌండ్ ఉంటుంది. మీరు సెలెక్ట్ అయిన వాళ్ళందరినీ లైక్ మీ నియర్ బై కాలేజెస్లో లేదా ఒక ఆఫీస్లోకి పిలుస్తారు. నియర్ బై ఇంటర్వ్యూ ఆఫీస్లో ఇన్ఫోసిస్ ఆఫీస్లోకి పిలుస్తారు. పిలిచాక మీకు రౌండ్ 1 కండక్ట్ చేస్తారు. ఆ రౌండ్ 1లో కోడింగ్ క్వశ్చన్స్ 2కి అలాగే కండక్ట్ చేస్తారు. ఆ కోడింగ్ క్వశ్చన్ సాల్వ్ చేశాక వెంటనే అందులో నుంచి మీరు సాల్వ్ చేసిన క్వశ్చన్స్ ఉంటాయిగా, ఆ క్వశ్చన్స్ని ఇంటర్వ్యూలో అడిగే ఛాన్స్ ఉంటుంది. సో మీరు క్వశ్చన్ సాల్వ్ చేసేటప్పుడే మీరు ఏం చేస్తున్నారు, అప్రోచ్ ఏంటనే. అండ్ ఇంటర్వ్యూ రౌండ్లో లాస్ట్ టైం ఎలా ఉన్నాయంటే లైక్ సెకండ్ టైం ఎగ్జామ్ వచ్చేసి మీకున్నట్టు వాళ్ళకు అసెస్మెంట్ లాగా లేదు. ఫస్ట్ టైం ఎగ్జామ్ ఏమో కాలేజెస్లో లేదా ఆఫ్లైన్లో రాసేలాగా ఉంది, మీకు సేమ్ మీరు రాసినట్టే. అది ఫస్ట్ రౌండ్. ఫస్ట్ రౌండ్ అయిపోయాక సెకండ్ రౌండ్ వచ్చేసి వాళ్ళకు ఎగ్జామ్ ప్లస్ ఇంటర్వ్యూ ఉంది. ఎగ్జామ్ ప్లస్ ఇంటర్వ్యూలో ఫస్ట్ ఎగ్జామ్లో వాళ్ళకు అడిగిన సిమిలర్ కైండ్ ఆఫ్ క్వశ్చన్స్ ఏంటంటే ఆల్రెడీ సేమ్ ఇంటర్వ్యూలో అడిగారు. ఇంటర్వ్యూలో మళ్ళీ 2 కైండ్ ఆఫ్ బేస్డ్ ఆన్ ఇంటర్వ్యూని బట్టి ఐదర్ రైట్ ఆన్ పేపర్ లేదా ఇంటర్వ్యూని బట్టి లైవ్ కోడింగ్ ఆన్ లీడ్ కోడ్. ఇది బేస్డ్ ఆన్ ఇంటర్వ్యూరే ఉంటుంది, అది ప్యూర్లీ. అది మీ లక్. వెన్ యూ రైట్ కోడ్ ఆన్ పేపర్ యూ షుడ్ బి ఏబుల్ టు ఎక్స్ప్లెయిన్ ఇట్. మీరు టెస్ట్ కేసెస్ ఏ టెస్ట్ కేసెస్ అయితే పాస్ అవుతాయి, ఏ టెస్ట్ కేసెస్ ఫెయిల్ అవుతాయి, లైక్ ఎస్జీ టెస్ట్ కేసెస్ మీరు ఏమనుకుంటున్నారు అలా ఎక్స్ప్లెయిన్ చేయాలి మీరు పేపర్ మీద కోడ్ రాశాక, ఇంక్లూడింగ్ టైం కాంప్లెక్సిటీ అండ్ ఆల్. లైవ్ కోడింగ్ వచ్చేసరికి మీరు లైవ్ టెస్ట్ కేసెస్ అన్నీ పాస్ అవ్వాలి, ఆల్ టెస్ట్ కేసెస్ పాస్ అవ్వాలి, సబ్మిట్ అవ్వాలి. అది లీడ్ కోడ్లో చేస్తే క్రైటీరియా. అండ్ ఇందులో కోడింగ్ క్వశ్చన్స్ మోస్ట్లీ వాళ్ళు అడిగేటి డీపీ నుంచే ఉంటాయి. ఈ ఎస్పీ వాళ్ళకి మోస్ట్లీ డీపీ నుంచి అడుగుతారు కోడింగ్ క్వశ్చన్స్. అండ్ ఇన్ కేస్ లైక్ ఎస్పీ వాళ్ళకి డీపీ నుంచి అడుగుతారు, లేదా మీది డిఎస్సి రోల్ అయిందనుకోండి, డిఎస్సి వాళ్ళకు హ్యాషింగ్, 2 పాయింటర్, యా ఓకే. మీరు మీ రెజ్యూమ్లో ఇంటర్న్షిప్ ఎక్స్పీరియన్స్ మెన్షన్ చేయండి. మీ రెజ్యూమ్లో మీరు ఇంటర్న్షిప్ ఎక్స్పీరియన్స్ మెన్షన్ చేస్తే మీ సెలక్షన్కి ఛాన్సెస్ అనేవి చాలా ఇంక్రీజ్ అవుతాయి. లైక్ ఇంటర్న్షిప్ ఎక్స్పీరియన్స్లో మీరు రియల్ టైం వర్క్ చేసి ఉంటారు. సో మీరు ఆల్రెడీ మీరు చేసిన ప్రాజెక్ట్ అయినా సరే మీరు మోస్ట్లీ ఏదో ఒక ఇంటర్న్షిప్ చేసి ఉంటారు. లైక్ ఏఐసిటీ ఇంటర్న్షిప్స్ అయినా ఇంకా ఏదైనా నార్మల్ చిన్న చిన్న కంపెనీస్లో ఇంటర్న్షిప్ అయినా చేసి ఉంటారు కదా. లైక్ మీరే 150 పే చేసి లేదా మీరే 200 పే చేసి కోడ్ సాఫ్ట్ అని ఇలా కొన్ని ఇంటర్న్షిప్స్ ఉంటాయి. అది ఏ కైండ్ ఆఫ్ ఇంటర్న్షిప్ అయినా ఏం కాదు, మీరు ఇంటర్న్షిప్ అని మెన్షన్ చేస్తారు. మీరు ఇంటర్న్షిప్ అని మెన్షన్ చేసినప్పుడు ఇంటర్వ్యూవర్ మైండ్ సెట్లో ఏమని ఉంటుంది అంటే మీరు ఆల్రెడీ రియల్ వరల్డ్ ప్రాబ్లమ్స్ మీద వర్క్ చేశారని వాళ్ళకు ఒక ఇమేజ్ బిల్డ్ అవుతుంది ఇంటర్న్షిప్ అన్నప్పుడు. సో మీరు రియల్ వరల్డ్ ప్రాబ్లమ్స్ మీద వర్క్ చేశారు కాబట్టి వేరే వాళ్ళతో కంపేర్ చేస్తే మిమ్మల్ని సెలెక్ట్ చేసే ప్రాబిలిటీ పెరుగుతుంది. అండ్ ఇంటర్న్షిప్ జస్ట్ మీరు పెట్టడమే కాకుండా ఇందులో మీరు ఏదో ఒక ప్రాజెక్ట్ లేదా ఏదైనా చేసి ఉంటారు, ఆ ప్రాజెక్ట్ గురించి ఎక్స్ప్లెయిన్ చేయండి. అండ్ ఆ ప్రాజెక్ట్ని మీరు ఏమని చెప్పండి, టీమ్ ప్రాజెక్ట్ అని చెప్పండి. అండ్ టీమ్ ప్రాజెక్ట్ అని చెప్పడంతో పాటు అందులో మీరు మీ రోల్ ఏంటిది ఆ టీమ్ ప్రాజెక్ట్లో, మీ కాంట్రిబ్యూషన్ ఏంటి, అందులో మీ కాంట్రిబ్యూషన్ చెప్పండి. మీ ప్రాజెక్ట్ మీద మీకు ఓవరాల్ ఐడియా ఉందని చెప్పండి. లేదా మీరు ఇంటర్న్గానే చేస్తున్నారు కాబట్టి ఎక్స్ప్లోర్డ్ ఆల్ టెక్నాలజీస్ ఎక్స్పోజర్ వచ్చిందని చెప్పండి. అలా అయినా పర్లేదు. As you are working as intern only in that company, you can even specify that you got exposure. No need to know everything. As you are just an intern, you can say that I got exposure towards GitHub, APIs, ఫ్రంట్ ఎండ్, బ్యాక్ ఎండ్ ఇలా మెన్షన్ చేయండి. ఇలా మెన్షన్ చేసినప్పుడు when you mention in this way, for sure they will ask what you learned in that. For example, before they themselves asking, you yourself can say that like when it come to Git, I understood the real world use case of Git, because you can say in this way, when I worked on projects in my college, I used to work on it alone. So or if I work with my friends also, mostly we used to code it on VS Code or any one editor, and then we used to share the code. But when I worked in real world software solutions or real world industry, I come to know that they will not share the code via any means. They will only use Git, which is more practical and more usable. అలా చెప్పండి. ఎందుకంటే మీరు రియల్ వరల్డ్ ప్రాజెక్ట్లో ఎవరైనా మీరు ఫ్రెండ్స్ మీరు కాలేజ్లో ప్రాజెక్ట్స్ చేస్తారు. కాలేజ్ ప్రాజెక్ట్ ఎలా చేస్తారు, మీరు మోస్ట్లీ మీ ఫ్రెండ్స్తో చేసిన ప్రాజెక్ట్ ఎవరో ఒక్కరు కోడ్ చేస్తారు. ఆ ఒక్కరు కోడ్ చేసిన ప్రాజెక్ట్ని మీరు అందరు కలిసి వాట్సాప్లో షేర్ చేసుకొని లేదా ఫైల్స్ కాపీ చేసుకొని మీరు వాటిని జస్ట్ వేరే దగ్గర యూజ్ చేస్తారు. బట్ ఇండస్ట్రీ లెవెల్లో అలా ఉండదు. when it comes to industry level, code sharing will not be done through any third party apps. They will use version control systems. వర్షన్ కంట్రోల్ సిస్టమ్స్ అని యూజ్ చేస్తారు. ఈ వర్షన్ కంట్రోల్ సిస్టమ్స్కి ఎగ్జాంపుల్ ఏంటంటే లైక్ గిట్ ఉంది కదా, గిట్ అనేది వర్షన్ కంట్రోల్ సిస్టమ్. ఇదన్నీ మీరు లైక్ గిట్ గురించి గిట్ హబ్ గురించి నేర్చుకున్నప్పుడు మీకు అర్థమవుతాయి. వర్షన్ కంట్రోల్ సిస్టమ్ అంటే ఏంటిది, గిట్ ఎందుకు వర్షన్ కంట్రోల్ సిస్టమ్, గిట్ హబ్కి గిట్కి డిఫరెన్స్ ఏంటి, ఇలాంటి బేసిక్ టర్మ్స్ నేర్చుకోండి. ఇలాంటి బేసిక్ టర్మ్స్ నేర్చుకోవడం వల్ల మిమ్మల్ని వేరే పార్టిసిపెంట్స్తో అది యూనిక్గా డిఫరెన్షియేట్ చేస్తుంది. మీకు వేరే వాళ్ళకి డిఫరెన్స్ ఉండేలా చూస్తుంది. అప్పుడు మీరు చెప్పండి, మేము గిట్ హబ్ యూజ్ చేయడం మాకు మోస్ట్లీ కాలేజ్లో అంత డెప్త్గా యూజ్ చేయం, బట్ ఇండస్ట్రీలో యూజ్ చేసినప్పుడు మాకు మెర్జ్ కాన్ఫ్లిక్ట్స్ వచ్చాయి, మేము మెర్జ్ కాన్ఫ్లిక్ట్స్ని రిజాల్వ్ చేసాం. ఇంకా మేము చేంజెస్ కమిట్ చేయడం ఎలా, ఎందుకు కమిట్ చేస్తాం, మనం కమిట్ హిస్టరీ ఎలా మెయింటైన్ చేయాలి అవి నేర్చుకున్నాం. నెక్స్ట్ కమిట్కి మెసేజెస్ రాయడం నేర్చుకున్నాం. తర్వాత మేము రీబేస్ అంటే ఏంటి, ఇలా డిఫరెంట్ కైండ్ ఆఫ్ న్యూ టర్మ్స్ నేర్చుకున్నాం. అది మాకు ప్రాజెక్ట్ని ఒక ప్రాపర్ వే. నెక్స్ట్ మళ్ళీ ఇంకా మీరు ఏం పాయింట్స్ చెప్పుకోవచ్చు అంటే, కాలేజ్ ప్రాజెక్ట్స్లో ఎలా ఉంటాయి, నార్మల్గా చిన్న ప్రాజెక్ట్ నంబర్ ఆఫ్ ఫైల్స్ కూడా చాలా తక్కువ ఉంటాయి, ఫైల్స్ ఆర్ లెస్. సో అది ఎలా ఉంటుంది, అన్ఆర్గనైజ్డ్గా ఉంటుంది. అదే మీరు ఇండస్ట్రీలో చూస్తే హ్యూజ్ నెంబర్ ఆఫ్ ఫైల్స్ ఉంటాయి. అప్పుడు వల్ల ఇండస్ట్రీలో ప్రాజెక్ట్ని మీరు మనం హ్యాండిల్ చేసినట్టు ఇలా పడితే అలా ఫైల్స్లో పెడితే అది వర్క్ అవ్వదు కోడ్. ఆ ఇండస్ట్రీ ప్రాజెక్ట్స్ అనేవి వర్క్ అవ్వాలంటే ప్రాపర్గా అప్పుడు వాళ్ళు దాన్ని ఒక ప్రాపర్ ఆర్గనైజ్ స్ట్రక్చర్లోనే పెట్టుకుంటారు. లైక్ వాటికి ఏం చేస్తారు, మళ్ళీ గిట్ హబ్లో మనం మన ప్రాజెక్ట్ ఏం చేస్తాం, గిట్ హబ్లో మొత్తం మన ప్రాజెక్ట్ అంతా ఒకటే దానిలో క్రియేట్ చేస్తాం. కాలేజ్ ప్రాజెక్ట్స్ కంప్లీట్గా ఒకటే రేపోలో ఉంటాయి మనవి. బట్ అదే కంపెనీ ప్రాజెక్ట్స్ చూసుకుంటే వాళ్ళు ఒకటే రేపోలో ఉండదు, వాళ్ళు ఆర్గనైజేషన్స్ అని వాడతారు. ఆర్గనైజేషన్స్ అని క్రియేట్ చేసి ఆ కంపెనీ ఆర్గనైజేషన్లో వాళ్ళకి మళ్ళీ మల్టిపుల్ రెపోస్ ఉంటాయి. లైక్ ఒక రెపో ఉంటుంది, డేటాబేస్కి ఒక రెపో ఉంటుంది, బ్యాక్ ఎండ్కి ఒక రెపో ఉంటుంది, వాళ్ళ సర్వీసెస్ ఉంటాయి. ఫర్ ఎగ్జాంపుల్ మీరు ఇప్పుడు AWS క్లౌడ్ తీసుకున్నారు అనుకోండి, క్లౌడ్లో మీకు డేటాబేసెస్ అనే ఒక సర్వీస్ ఉంటుంది. అజూర్లో మీకు ఇంకా ఏముంటుంది, వెబ్సైట్ హోస్టింగ్కి సర్వీసెస్ ఉంటాయి. అజూర్లో డిఫరెంట్ కైండ్ ఆఫ్ సర్వీసెస్ ఉంటాయి. సర్వీసెస్కి వాళ్ళు డిఫరెంట్ రెపోస్ యూజ్ చేస్తారు. ఎందుకంటే ఇంటర్నల్గా ఆ ప్రాజెక్ట్స్ మళ్ళీ చాలా లార్జ్ ఉంటాయి, ఒక్కొక్క సర్వీస్కి మళ్ళీ చాలా ఫైల్స్ ఉంటాయి, కాబట్టి వాళ్ళు రెపోస్ యూజ్ చేస్తారు. ఇలా మీరు ఎలా రెపో ఆర్గనైజ్, you can say that you learned, okay, yeah, I will switch it to English then. You can say that I learned how the organizations thing industry work, because when we create projects in our college, we usually create a single project which has less number of files, so we can directly handle entire standards. There will be huge number of files. In that huge number of files, there will be different kind of segregations, like some files belongs to front end part, some files belong to databases, some files belong to back end, and some files belong to the services which they were offering, like databases or hosting or buckets. Like this, there will be different kind of services in this way. So each service need to have a separate repo again. This is the major difference. All these things you will only get to know when you work on a real world project in the company. So when these kind of things, like you should explain practically even before he asking, because your motto will be making him to feel that okay, this candidate knows something which others don't know. When he feel that you know something more than others, then only there will be probability select you. So make sure to say these kind of things which others will not say. Other people will just say that they will add the Git in their resume, but they will not mention these kind of things. Like previously when we were in college, we used to create a single repo for whole project, and we used to have the entire files in the same project, and we used to push the code into the internship. Organizations will use this Git in organization. Like they will be having an organization in the, like if you don't want to generalize, you can say in this way, like I worked in a startup. In the startup in which there we used to have an organization. In that organization, we used to have separate repos for front end, back end, and for services and for databases, where we used to each repo separately and integrate them internally. Like if they ask you again more deeply, like how they will integrate, how they will do and all, then you can say that I worked on these repos, I explored this repo more. Like if they asked you about backend, you can say the basic things which you know about backend, and you can say that I worked on front end because as an intern I did not have access to all the repositories. As an intern I have access to this front end part, so I worked more on this front end. In this way you can skip the question, but the motto is they should feel like you have really done the internship and you know how the organization thing and Git thing work. This is about the Git, like the thing which I said, things which you can mention. And regarding APIs and all, if you have knowledge about development, then you can mention this API things, and you can if you wanted to, you can mention that you wrote a API also, because before mentioning anything, you make sure to learn it on your own. Then you can say that I implemented this in real world. But before saying that you implemented in real world, make sure you know it. Then only you mention that you implemented. Yeah. Regarding the college projects also, you try to say that we as a team, we have done the project, like this is my contribution and all, which will help them think that okay, you can work in team collaboratively. Regarding SQL and DBMS, okay, like around 29 students have joined the session. So by 7 we will be starting DP. Till 7 I will finish the rest of the things which you need to learn in these days before your interview begins. You can start learning SQL and DBMS because uh, they expect you to have knowledge on any one of databases. If you know SQL, you will be able to easily understand PostgreSQL and NoSQL also. So learning SQL will be better thing. So try to learn SQL, and after learning SQL, try to solve easy problems on lead code. On lead code, you can find SQL problems also in database sections. Try to solve those easy problems from SQL. And from DBMS, they will mostly ask you theory part only, like 1NF, 2NF, and so on, and about acid properties and some theory which you already mostly learned in your BTech third year or second year in your core subjects. Is my voice audible? Like, just let me know in the chat. Is my voice audible? Let me know in the chat. Yeah, okay. Yeah, it is audible. Yeah, mostly in the end, like if I need to wrap up everything as it is around 7, okay, we'll wrap up the things and I'll give you a flow. You try to get strong in DSA, then try to include internship experience with tasks, then team project, contribution to the project using Git, which makes you unique from others, because mostly people will do just copy paste, but they will not build it step by step, like version by version. They will not commit their changes. And nowadays, like most important thing is AML basics. Not just Infosys interview, any interview which you attend for from 2026, 2025 onwards, they started asking about AML in every interview. No matter what interview you attend, they will expect you to know basics of AML. That is for sure. So try to learn basics of AML, because uh, I think like everyone, not just AML students, mostly other CSC students also will be having AML in their semester subject. So the knowledge which you study in your semester subject is enough. Like till there, at least you need to know like what is a model, how we will train a model, uh, what kind, or like what is a data set, how we will train model using data sets, how we will build the data sets, and what are the libraries that we use mostly in AML. That kind of things, at least basic things, if you know, you can answer them. Like they will be asking a simple questions like do you know anything about AML, or else they will for sure like ask you what you know in AML. At least basics what you know you can explain. So the question, you one question which you already know that gonna be asked in interview is about what you know about AML. That will be for sure. So try to build a basic knowledge to answer this question. So again, this will be definitely add on for you. Last year, like everyone who attended the interview, for them there was a question on AML for sure. Like everyone out of 20 to 30 students who attended, for everyone they asked about AML. They will not expect you to be pro in AML, but you need to at least know the basics of AML. You should be able to answer like this is mean by A, this mean by ML, like this is the difference between AI agents, and they might ask you about generative AI agents. Like if they wanted to go a bit deep, they will be asking this also, like generative AI agents and all. Regarding generative AI agents, you can learn. I suggest you to build a project by this time using. Try to explore this Claude AI, Cursor AI, Coder or something. There will be AI agents which will help you to build stack projects. Try to explore these AI agents. Try to build full stack project using these, which will be helpful because you know that I worked on AI agents. I tried to build a full stack application using AI. This will also add up some positive impression to your interview. Yeah, as we were here, like, sure. Hashing SQL plus strong DSA using it, plus you can learn about AIML, plus core subjects like OOPS, DBMS. If you know already a bit about CN and OS basics, this is the whole thing that you need to learn to increase your chance of getting selected in interview. So try to concentrate on these things. Is it audible? I think someone commented not audible. Is it audible now? Is my voice audible? Is audible? Yeah, okay, fine. It's about things that you need to learn before attending your interview. So now let's discuss about today's problem. Like let's solve a problem using DP. Most of you already know the basics of DP, like what is tabulation, what is memoization, and all, right? Answering the question, like how many of you know, just answer yes if you know about tabulation, memoization. Answer yes, so understand how many people here knows already. Most of you already learned about the basics of DP in the previous classes, but just for confirmation, type in the chat yes if you already have basic understanding about memoization, tabulation. You know the difference between memoization and tabulation. Yeah, you are typing yes, okay. Today, as we already covered basics, today we will be entering into problems. First, I wanted you to understand what is subsequence. Before starting, the most common problem which is asked in interview is LCS, which is longest common subsequence. Before entering into the problem, first you try to understand what is a subsequence. Here, for example, if we have a string A B C D E, just try to type the subsequences in chart for A B C D E. Just type at least one or two. What are the subsequences for this? Just type at least some subsequences for A B C D E. Okay, AC. Sorry if we are from Triple E side, which topics we should focus. If you are from Triple E side, just try to focus a bit more on DSA. Like other than core subjects, like for CSC students, they might be asking a bit depth on core subjects. For you, they may focus mostly on DSA, and you just try to go through the interview experiences on Reddit and on internet. Before going to the interview, try to interview experiences from Reddit or LinkedIn, and the better source than these two will be contacting your seniors, because your seniors have already cleared the interview last year, so they will know mostly about how they asked to your seniors. You will be also mostly going to the same location for interview where your seniors went. So if you ask your seniors about their interview experience, they will let you know clearly. The experiences which we read on internet will be mostly generalized experiences, so you try to ask to your seniors. They will give you the exact experience like what they asked to your seniors. That will be better. And for CSC students, as they can focus on core subjects, for other students try to focus a bit more on DSA. And if they ask you other than DSA, you can say them that as I am from CSC, I was interested in coding part, so I got so much interest to code, so I explored much on DSA. Like I solved these kind of problems, I explored these kind of patterns, I solved more number of problems. You can flex your lead code problem count and all, which may help you to crack the interview. As you are non-CSC students, you can say to them that I focused on these topic particularly more. They will not expect you to have knowledge in all the sectors, but the thing which you are learned, you can say it perfectly. That is what I suggest to you. Like if you wanted to learn at least any one core subject, you can go with OOPS, because when you go with OOPS, most of the OOPS concepts will be already covered when you are solving DSA, but you don't know that that is a OOP concept. So if you learn OOPS can be easily learned by any student, like any group, any kind of batch or any kind of stream student can learn easily OOPS. So try to learn OOPS. And regarding SQL also you can learn, because SQL is similar to the coding language which you learn like Python or Java. These kind of similar problems you will solve in SQL, but there you will use the language called as SQL. So you try to do this. Like in this also we will be having same largest number in the table, like largest number in the given column, largest number in the given row, employee earning largest salary, employee earning second largest salary. These kind of problems will be there in SQL also. But here you will be solving problems on arrays, trees, linked list, queues and all. There you will be solving problems on tables. So you can learn a bit more about OOPS and SQL. Like other branch students can concentrate on OOPS and SQL, which will be a bit easier, and help. It might help you in interview to answer. Like I explored much on OOPS and SQL side, but when you say I explored, you should be able to answer the questions which they ask. Like regarding the subsequence, I asked you to answer in the chart. What are the subsequences that can be possible for this? I got only two answers. Like I got only one answer, AC. Others, please try to type what are the subsequences that are formed using this, that can be formed using this. Yeah, A B C B C D C D E A B. Okay, C D. Yeah, okay, great. See here, for subsequences, like you can even take a single letter also, but the thing is they should be in order. If you take just A, yeah, this is a subsequence. If you take B, this is a subsequence. C, D, E, these are subsequences. If you take together, A, B is a subsequence, A, C is a subsequence, A, D is a subsequence, A, E is a subsequence, and if you take together A, B, C, A, B, C, D, A, B, C, D, E, these all are subsequences. But the thing is, like these all are in order. If you take like this, like D, C, or if you take like C, A, these are not subsequences because these are in not order. You can skip the alphabets, but you should maintain the order. Then that will come under subsequence. I hope you understood what is subsequence, right? Subsequences are similar to like power set. Now here for this character 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. How many number of subsequences are possible with this 5? Try to answer this. If n equal to 5, because like length equal to 5, how many subsequences are possible? Write in the comment section. Yeah, 32. Great. Correct answer. It is 32. How we got 32? Like it is 2 power n. 2 power 5 equal to 32. So total 32 subsequences are possible with this string A, B, C, D, E. That is even empty one also. You can think like this A, B, A, B, A, E, and all. And you can skip A also. Like here we choose to write all this taking A, and even we can start from B. B, like B is already covered. Okay, B, C, B, C, D, B, C, D, E, or else we can skip a bit letters B, C, E. In this way, these all are comes under subsequences. You can take any letter randomly. You can skip the letters in middle, but there should be in order. That's it. Now I hope you all understood about subsequence. Now we'll try to solve problem on subsequence. As I said, the most common DP problem which you may face in interview also is LCS in exam or in interview. In exams, like I wanted to mention you and make it clear that in exams you will not see direct questions. In Infosys or in TCS, in any exam you will not see direct questions. Like they will not ask you directly to solve LCS, or they will not ask you to directly reverse an integer. They will not ask you directly binary search and all. They will create a story and then they will ask it internally in that. As you already attempted round 1, you know it. But in interviews, interviewer will not frame the story. Like in second round also there will be like same thing, like framing a story. They will asking you to solve and all. But when it come to interview, they will ask you the direct questions which are already asked in the previous exams of HackWithInfy, or else which were already standard problems on lead code. For the students who appeared last year, like they took direct problem from lead code and ask them to live code it. I hope you got it. There will be in this way, like in interview mostly there will be direct problems only. In interview they will not frame any scenario based questions and all. In interview mostly it will be in this way only. Here now we will try to, for example, here string A equal to A, B, C, D and A, C, E. Try to write the longest common subsequence for these two strings in the comment. In the comment section, please write the longest common subsequence for these two strings. Just try to read it. Yeah, okay. First we will see time you someone answer in the comment section, we will try to form different kind of subsequences for these two strings, for A, B, C, D, E, and for A, C, E. For A, B, C, D, E, we can just have A, B, A, C. Here we can have just A, we can have AC, we can have AE, we can have C, we can have CE, we can have just E in this way, and we can have enter ACE. In this, when we see, we will be having different kind of substrings like only B, only C, only D, only E. But somewhere when you see, you will be taking A and skipping B, then taking E. When you write whole lot of substrings, you will be doing this thing, and at that time you will get A, C, E. So in these two, when you compare the common subsequence, what is the common subsequence in these two, which is largest? The largest common subsequence is ACE. So the answer is ACE, the whole second string itself. This is common in both the strings, and this is the order which it is following, ACE, and here also ACE. It is in order, so this will be the largest common subsequence. And in second string, I will give you one more string. A, B, C, D, E, F. In these two, try to answer what is the common substring, longest common substring. Is there any longest common substring for these two? Answer in the comment section. Do we have any longest common substring for this? Yeah, it is empty. Yeah, we don't have any common substring. So as I said, empty one also comes on substring. We can think as it is empty string, which is, I mean, like there are no common characters in these two, so it is empty. No, how we are solving this problem? Like how we, by seeing this, as these are small letters, we were saying simply like this is the answer, this is the answer. But in reality, when we see the large string, we cannot directly say by using our eyes, we cannot directly read it. We need to follow a proper formula or a proper pattern by using which we can solve the problem. So for that, we will try to solve this problem using a proper method or proper algorithm. Then we can implement the same in our code, because in code we cannot directly see by seeing, we cannot directly print output by seeing with our eyes. In code we need to follow something, so we'll try to see how we can do in coding. Here when we need to solve this, first of all we need two strings, like the string is A and B. We have two strings. After having two strings, we will check whether these two strings are empty or not. Like if any of these two strings are empty, then definitely the empty ones, so there will be no common in that way. That kind of base cases we can imagine. The base cases will be like if this string is empty or this string is empty, as they will not be having any common, there will be empty. If both strings are empty, then also nothing will be there, so that is also empty. And other than that, we will start from initially from here. We will start from 0, like we will think it as I, we'll think this as J, we'll think this as I, we'll think this as J, and after taking this as 0 and 0, like initially we're starting from here, so we'll be taking as 0 and 0. Then try to compare these two strings, like okay, we'll be taking something which has common, then we can understand easily. Here as we don't have anything common, we will be not getting any common string, so we'll be taking this one, A, B, C, D, E, and the previous string we'll take. Here we are trying to find the length. Previously with ice we saw and we said what is the common string. Now we'll try to find the length of largest common subsequence here. To find the length, initially we will start our two indices. Like as we are comparing two strings, we need to keep track of this and we need to keep track of this. To keep track of both, we need two variables to track those. I am taking it as I am taking it as j. First we started with this I equal to 0 and j equal to 0. Then we will compare whether character at I and character at j are same. Yeah, character at I and character at j are same. So when the both characters are same, we will increase the count. We will increase the count. Now count is 1. So after increasing the count, it became 1. Initially count will be 0. We increase the count, so count is now 1. When both are same, what we need to do? Here both are same. So we need to move the two pointers at here, like the pointers which we mentioned. So we will move I to here. We will move j to here. We move two pointers. After moving two pointers, we need to change the value that we have. Now currently our I is at 1, our j is at 1. I hope you are understanding, right? We initially, as we need to compare two strings, we need to have two pointers. So we took two pointers. After taking two pointers, we need to compare the two strings. So we are comparing the characters where our two pointers are pointing. So I compared the character at I compared the character at j. Initially they both are same. So when they both are same, I increased both I value and j value. Now again I will compare. After comparing, is B and C are same. Here we got a case where B and C are not same. This is the main case where you need to think. When B and C are not same, there is a possibility to have this B here it's somewhere, because initially we don't know the length. So we may have B in future at somewhere at here, or we may have B in future somewhere at here. So we cannot directly just skip B and go to other things. If we skip A, if we skip C, here we are comparing B and C. Here these both are not same, but there is a possibility of having C in future, like in further iterations. Here we have C if you see, and there is a chance of having C next to B. So we cannot directly just skip C and move away. So the thing is, here we need to think about two cases where what if I skip B and check with the next thing, and what if I don't skip B and check with the next thing, and here what if I skip C and check with the next thing, and what if I did not skip C and check with the next thing. I hope you understood, right? This is the major point at here. This is the main point on which our entire coding will be dependent. Here, when both the characters where I and j pointing are same, we directly moved the pointer. But when they both are not same, we cannot directly move it, because if we directly move the pointer which is pointing towards B, there is probability of having B in next string part. Like this might be like B, C, D or something. There is probability of having B in further next iteration. So we cannot directly skip B. And here we ask, if we skip C directly and go to E, we may have chances of having C after B. So we cannot directly skip C also. So at here, this is the major part where we will choose two options. One option is we will skip B and go to C, as they both are not same. And other thing is we will skip C and go to E. With these two possible ways, we will check. This is the major part in the code where you need to understand. Okay, here I will skip B and I will go to C first. Here I came to C. After coming to C, okay, I will skip B and I will come to C. After coming to C, again I will check. Yeah, no, they both are same. When they both are same, what I need to do? I need to increase the count, then move two pointers. Here I am increasing the count and I am moving the two pointers. This will be moved to here. This will be moved to here. This is the case. And now again, now where these things are pointing, my I is at 0, 1, 2, 3, 4. 0, 1, 2. Now my I is at 3. My J is at 2. Here, after comparing, we need to see our J is at 2, our I is at 3. We will compare these two things, whether D and E are same. No, they both are not same. So now again we have two options. First thing is we can skip the D and go to E and compare E with E. Then the other option is we can skip E and go to next character, which is nothing but we reach it to the end. The length is completed and check this empty string with options. So we can choose anything from the other thing, but after completing this one again we need to check with this case also. This is when you see this kind of thing, you can understand that this is a kind of recursion where we are moving forward but we are not forgetting the previous. We are moving to next, but we need to go back again. I hope you got what I am saying. We are skipping and we are going to next. We need to go back again and check again. So when you see these kind of things, you can understand that there is a concept of recursion being used at here, because we were checking and we were not just moving. We were checking and we were doing some task and again we are going back, again we are checking from there. So here you can understand that recursive call stack is being used. So when a kind of call stack is being used, what is the concept that get involved here? The concept of recursion will be getting involved. So by the time you try to analyze these algorithm, by the time you try to understand this algorithm, you should get the code into your mind. But here we are doing a kind of recursion, and this recursion we are first trying to move one pointer and keeping the other pointer at same place and calling the recursive function and doing the same thing of checking two strings. And again other next step we are moving the other string like J and calling the same function and doing the same thing of checking two strings. You should understand this basic thing. When you understand this concept, you will be getting the idea that okay, we need to go to recursion. Have you understood, like after seeing these implementation, how many of you understood that we need to solve this problem using recursion? Let me know in the comment section. After seeing the approach which we are following, how many of you got idea that we need to solve using recursion? Let me know in the chat that you understood at least that we need to use recursion at here. Yeah, okay, one. Others also try to respond, because if you did not get the intuition of solving this logic using recursion, there might be a bit more explanation needed for you so that you can understand which problem to solve using recursion, like when to use the recursion. Only one student answered in the comment section, rest of you try to answer. If you did not understood, you can answer no also, so that I can explain once again. Did you get the intuition that we need to solve this problem using recursion? Yeah, okay, few students responded by saying yes. Then it is well and good. If you just got a thought that we need to solve it using recursion, then half of the problem is already done, because the code is simple. We are keeping our pointer at a position in both strings. We are comparing. If they are same, we are increasing the count. If they are not same, we have two options. We can move either this string, like either this pointer or this pointer. In these two options, we need to first choose any one of the option, then later we need to choose the other. Yeah, okay. Now we'll try to write code for this thing on lead code. If you are listening to the class in laptop, try to split your screen, keep the system on split mode and try to solve it in lead code on live along with me. Just let me know in the chat how many of you are listening to class in laptop. If you are listening to class in laptop, just type yes. Even if you are listening in phone, you will be having laptop with you, right? Try to open your laptops and try to do live coding so that you can build your logic. Or else if laptop is not available with you currently, try to write the code on pen or paper, which will help you to build your logic. Okay, I will be opening lead code and we will be solving the problem on live with initially like we saw the brute force thing like using recursion. We will try to code it using recursion. Then you will understand like what time complexity will be there and what happens when we try to solve the problem using recursion. Then we will come back, we will try to write it using memoization, then we will try to write it using tabulation, and we will try to understand what is the difference in different type of solving. Just by the time I open lead code, you are also try to get your laptop and try to open lead codes in your laptops. Are you able to see the screen? I just shared the lead code screen to you all. Are you able to see it? I think it is black screen now, but you should be able to see it. Yeah, just wait for 5 or 10 seconds. You will be able to see it. Yeah, you are able to see the screen now, right? We will read the question from here and we will try to understand the question, what they are asking. It is just the same question that we discussed just now. Longest common subsequence. Lead code problem number 1143. Given two strings text1, text2, return the length of the longest common subsequence. If there is no common subsequence, return 0. A subsequence of string is a new string generated from the original string with some characters can be none deleted without changing the relative order of remaining characters. For example, AC is subsequence of A, B, C, D, E. Yeah. This is the same example that we took the first example. The answer is 3. And for second example, it's ABC and ABC both are same. So answer is 3. It is blur. Some are saying that it is blur. Let me see why it is blur. I'm sharing my screen, so it should not be blur actually. Is it okay now? Just reply in the chat. Are you able to see the screen now? Is it okay now? Are you able to see the screen properly in the session? Is it still blur or you are able to see the screen clearly only? Just let me know. Is it still blur or you not clearly? With the problem tomorrow, I think even I joined in other mobile standing at 480p. Okay, just a minute. I will try to see the settings. By the time you try to solve the problem, as I already discussed how to solve it using recursion, you try to solve it within a minute or so. I'll try to increase the yeah, but I'm not able to find any setting to increase the quality at here. Yeah, for today you try to adjust with the clarity that it is here, because however I will be speaking out the code, I will be doing live coding only, so mostly you will be able to understand what I am typing. From tomorrow we'll try to increase the clarity to 1080p or 4K. Yeah, let me know in the chat, like, is it you're unable to see the code, or is it that bad, or else you will be able to understand the code. If it is that bad, we will be coding in word or something, then I will copy paste it at here. If it is that bad, just let me know, or else I'll try to code in Visual Studio Code and then I will copy paste the code at here. Somehow fine. Okay, then I will try to open GDB or something. Okay, we should try to resolve the issue tomorrow. For today we will be coding on lead code in this way only. We'll try to find a solution for this tomorrow. How many of you solved the problem? How many of you solved this problem? Type in the chat. How many of you solved the problem? Let me know in the chat. Yeah, we'll be starting to solve this problem. Here we can just edit the words to have a better, as we discuss these in the similar text, so that even you will be having a good understanding of algorithm also. I'm taking similar A and B, so you will not get confused with the algorithm that I. And here I said I need to use recursion, and in that recursion, what things we were doing, we were checking the strings based on indexes like I and j. But here function which they passed, did they provide any indexes to us? They did not provide any indexes at here. When you look at here in the problem which they provided, they did not provide any indexes to us, so we cannot use this same function for writing the recursion code. If you want to use this function to write recursion code, we need to have indexes in the parameters, but we did not have any indexes like I on j or something at here. So we will write our own function to solve the problem using recursion. Here then we will be able to add indexes to here, string a, string b, and here we will add indexes which we need to solve the problem using recursion. And here, as we are writing our code in different function, we need to call this code from the method which is given by lead code. This is similar in exam also, like when you did not have enough arguments or enough parameters given in the function, default function, you should write your own function to write recursive code, because in recursive code we will be need of base case and all. Like when you solve the problem of graphs or trees, at there when you try to apply BFS or DFS, mostly you will be taking a new function and you will be writing, because when you solve problems using recursion like DFS, at there you need a base case, but the function which they give will just give you the string or list or else array or else grid, but in that you cannot edit and change the parameters. So the best alternative and best thing will be writing a new function and passing the all arguments to that which is given by them. So here we will pass the arguments which are given by them to the function which we wrote, that is like string a, string b, and for I and j, as we started from 0 just now, we will be starting from 0. Yeah, at here I said you one thing, like, okay, base case we will be writing later. First of all, like, we will see what we need, then we will understand where we need to break the code. First, what we are doing, we are checking character. Okay, I will share my whole screen, which will be better for you. I will switch between screens and show it to you. Yeah, it is here, right? Hmm. Here in the code which we saw recently here, how we are solving. First we are checking, and then if both are same, we are increasing I and j, and if both are not same, what we are doing, we are checking, we are trying to increase the first character once and we are trying to increase the next character once. We will try to write the same code at here. Here, for checking character at a particular index, what we will do, a dot caret I equals to b dot caret j. If they both are same, then we will return 1 plus f of again string a, string b, and here we need to increase the indexes. What exactly we are doing at here? Here, as we need to increase the count, we are passing the count in call stack. Like whenever it again comes back by clearing the call stack, our count will be increased and our count will be passed to the next call, next recursive call. If they both are same, we will be doing this thing. But what if they both are not same? When they both are not same, should we add the plus 1? No, we will be not adding plus 1. We will be moving without adding plus 1. And what we will do in that case, we will call the function with same a, string b, and once we will try to increase I, and we will not, will keep the j same. Then in next function, what we will do, in next function we will be calling the same function with string a, string b, and at here we will increase j value. Yeah, the main logic is done, but when we make these two calls, this will return a number and this will return a number. Like here, when we call a function, what we are doing, we are returning a number at here. So when these two return a number, what we should consider, we should consider the largest answer which we get. For example, see here, if I skip here, okay, if I skip c at here, like if I take a, if I skip bc, if I take d, and I directly take AD, AE. In that case, my answer will be just A and E will be common, which is 2. So I need to consider the max of considering element and not considering element, and skipping this element and skipping this element. I need to consider the max of both possible ways. So I will use the max function at here, and I will try to take the answer where I am getting max. If I consider the first, if I skip the letter, am I getting max? Or else if I did not skip that letter, I am getting max. So math.max of, once calling the function by skipping I, then calling the function by skipping j. Among these two, where I am getting max, I am considering this. And here if I make call in this way continuously, we can see that we are increasing I, we are increasing j. But after a particular time, when I reaches to the length of string a, or else if b reaches to the length of string j, that is like I equal to a dot length or else j equal to b dot length. In that case, I already reached to the end, so there will not be any common letter after reaching to the end. Here when I reach to e, in this case, after reaching to e, I will not be having any other characters which are same. So, and even if I try to access the character of reaching end, I will be getting index out of bound. So my base case will be, I need to apply the same condition of recursion, I need to call the same function till I am reaching to the end of string, end of any one of the strings. So if I reach to the end of string a, I, like that is I equal to a dot length, or else if I reach to the end of string b, b dot length equal to j, or j equal to b dot length, anything you can take. In this case, what I need to do, I need to return 0 because I already reached to the end. After reaching to the end, I am returning 0. If I did not reach to the end, I am comparing and I am checking. Now we'll try to run this. Yeah, we got the answer like ace, we got the output 3. For this we got output 3. For this we got output 0. But as we are writing this problem using recursion, we will see what happens at here. So explain again. Okay, I will be explaining again. You understood the logic, right? Let me know in the comment section, like you understood the algorithm, right? Are you clear with the algorithm, or else you need explanation in algorithm too? Type in the comment section. Yeah. Okay. We will first try to explain with recursive tree. Yeah. Okay. We'll take the two strings. So we'll take a bit smaller string. So a recursive tree will not go that long. Like it will go to the n 2 power n, which is huge number at here. So 2 power n plus n it will go. I will take. Okay, we'll take first example. C D E B equal to A C E. That's it, right? Yeah. Okay. Yeah, okay. Here initially when we see in our call, we have whole A is at 0, and our count is equals to also 0 initially, as we know. We are calling, we are doing recursive call in the code. Like should I keep by side so that you understand better? Here this is what we are passing. We are passing this thing, and after passing this thing, when we see initially we have this base case, and base case however you will be able to write in the end after understanding the logic. So first we will try to go to the core logic. In core logic, what we are doing, we are first checking I equal to 0, j equal to 0. Our I is at Here in our first call, our AB00. This is the first call. In second call, it's AB. And in second call, before making second call, where we will be having, first we will come to here. We will see a dot caret I. First we will see length. When we see length, a is 0 initially, b is 0. So 0 not equal to length. Where here we have length of a equal to 3, 4, 5. And here length equal to 3. So I did not reach to end and j did not reach to end. So we'll be coming to the second if condition. In second if condition, I am taking the character. Caret I equal to caret b, like caret j in the second string. Here a equal to a or not. Basically that is what we are checking, because our initial values are 0 and 0. Yeah, here they both are equal. So what we are doing, we are increasing count to +1 and we are calling the same function. So here, like here, we got a +1 and we came back, like okay, here we got a +1 and it returned. When a code uh, gives return command, where we will go to the place where the function is called. That's it, right? When I make a call, I'll go to the place where it is called. It is called at where? It is called from here. So my count is increased and it will again. Okay, first I have increased the count and I have made the call. Wait. First the thing is, I made the call. Before making the call, it is 0 and 0. So we increase the count. After increasing the count, I made call. I haven't by the time of making call, here I increased both I and j values while making the call. So what will be my new I and j values? My new I and j values will be 1, comma 1. With 1, comma 1, I called this function. Is my pointer on both sides is visible clear only, right? I am pointing from one node to lead code. Is this pointing is clear to you all? Because to understand, the switching should be seamless. Then only you will be able to understand. Just a minute. Here you are getting black screen, right? Yeah. I have called by increasing both I and j values. Now I and j values are 1 and 1. After becoming of I and j values 1 and 1, we will check again with the length. Here 1 not equal to 5, 1 not equal to 3. So again we will come it here and compare with the character. A dot caret 1 equal to b dot caret 1. With different color. 0, 1, 2, 0, 1, 2. A dot caret 1, which is b, and b dot caret 1, which is c. B is not equal to c. So this if condition is failed. When this if condition is failed, what I said, it will go to else condition. In else condition, we are doing math dot max of, and again here function call. So first it will do function call. It is doing function call. In this function call, what we are passing now, here we are doing a function call, and this function call we are passing same a comma b comma, we are increasing just I value. When we increased I value, our I value will become 2 and our j value will be same. J value will be 1. With this thing, now we will be calling the function. When I call the function using these values, 2 to j dot 2 not equal to I dot length and 1 not equal to j dot length. So if first if condition is failed, base case is not failed, base case is failed. Now whether caret 2 in A is equal to caret 1 in B. Caret 2 in A, which is C, is it equal to caret 1 in B? Yeah, it is equal. When it is equal, what I will do? I will increase the count and I will return. So here I will do +1 and I will return. Where will I return this plus 1? I will return this plus 1 to the function where I got call from. Where did I get call from? I got call from 1 comma 1. So here I got plus 1 and I called to here. Here initially 2. Now what is left over at here? At here we called this function and no other function we called is this one. So we will try to increase j value. Yeah. When we increase j value and when we do call a comma b comma, here we again came back. Our I value will be 1 only. And again our j value will be 2. As we are making the second call, okay, here we lost the code. Yeah, our j value will be increased by 1 as we are making this function call. Here when our j value is increased, again we will compare. After comparing I value 1 and j value is 2, whether I value is 1 means we are at here, is b equal to e, b equal to e, b not equal to e. So this first if condition is failed. So again we will come to else condition. In else condition, again we need to now call this first f of function comma the second f of function. Again while calling this first f of function, here we will be calling this function with I value as 1, j value as 2. Here our string a comma b, and we are increasing the I value first. So I value will be 1 plus 1, 2, and j value will be same in first call. I hope you are understanding. I am calling with help of this first function. Is my pointer visible in lead code side? OneNote side it will be clear, but when I compare lead code with OneNote, is it clear? Just let me know in the comment section. Try to write in the comment section, is my pointers clear when I compare in the both sides? If they are not clear, I will take a screenshot and I will paste it in OneNote and then I will trace them. I think that might be only better thing, to take a screenshot and trace them on lead code. Wait, I will take a screenshot and trace them on OneNote. Yeah, this will be better. Yeah. When I made call of 2 comma 2, here no my I value is 2, my j value is 2. When both I and j values are 2 and 2, is my c equal to e? Is my c equal to e at here? Is my c equal to e? No, c not equal to e. This thing is a bit not visible clearly on this. Wait, I'll take some other. Yeah. Here c is not equal to e. When c not equal to e, I will go to else condition. In else condition, I am currently at here I increased. So at here, when I come at here else condition, my currently I and j values are 2 comma 2. Again for this 2 comma 2, I will be calling it by increasing 3 comma 2. I am by increasing this to 3 comma 2. A comma b comma 3 comma 2 in this way. When I increased it to 3 comma 2 also, I will be not getting same. Again I will be increasing first I value only, because in first function we have increasing in I value. That is why when I call recursively, first I is getting increased. Try to understand this point. Here always I am increasing I first because my first function is I. So after finishing off I, then only I will be increasing j when I come back. When I come back from here, then I will increase j. So I increased I value to this one 3 comma 2. Even 3 comma 2 is not same. Now again I will increase to a comma b comma 4 comma 2. When it is 4 comma 2, no, it is 4 comma 2, it is same. When it is 4 comma 2, what, it is same. So it will try to return 4 comma 2 will try to return 1. This 4 comma 2 will return plus 1, it will return plus 1 to the function where it got called. Here it got called by 3 comma 2, so it will return plus 1 to 3 comma 2. When it return plus 1 to 3 comma 2, 3 comma 2 will clear, and again 3 comma 2 will call a comma b comma 3 comma 3. Now 3 comma 3 will be called again. When I called 3 comma 3 comma 3, no, 3 comma 2, sorry, yeah, 3 comma 2 will be called. No, just sorry, yeah, already it is called from 3 comma 2, right? Now it will be 4 comma 2. 4 comma 2 will be called. When we call 4 comma 2, is 4 comma 2 same? Yeah, I already made call using 4 comma 2 only, right? Sorry guys. Now I already have 4 at here initially before when I rubbed. So my current I value is 4. Now my I value will increase to 5 when I made this call, right? When my I value will be increased to, no, just a minute. When my I value is 4, I just traced back with 1. So here my I value was 4, my J value was 2. I came back. After coming back, I this, yeah, this thing, this code is executed. Now this part will be executed. So I will call this function with 3 comma 3 actually. Yeah, I'll be calling it with 3 comma 3. When I call it with 3 comma 3, this is D and here 3. So I will compare, is I equal to a dot length or b equal to b dot length equal to j. Here when I called it with 3, my b dot length equal to j. So what it will return? It will return 0 at here. So it will come back with 0. It came back with 0, it came back with 1. Which is max? 1 is max. So my function will return 1 to where it called. So at here now I got 1. Between 0 and 1, 1 is max, so I got 1. I came here with 1. Now I increased 3 at here, right, previously. Now I should increase this one. Again a comma b comma 2 comma 3 now. When I call 2 comma 3, now I'll compare C with 3. Again 3, which is length. As it is length, again this one will also return 0. So again I will compare 1 comma 0, which is max, 1 is max. So I will come back. I will return 1 to here in this way. I hope you are understanding the call stack. We will follow the similar calls for all, and then in the end we will be able to get the code. As it is already I2, we will go to memoization part and then tabulation part. It is clear, right? Call stack. Should I finish the call stack or should I go to memoization? Let me know in the comment section. We'll go to memoization because if we try to do the whole call stack, it will be like number of calls will be 2 to the power, as it is a recursive code, 2 to the power m a plus b, like 2 to the power I plus j. 2 to the power I plus j means it will be huge, exponential. So we'll go to memoization and we will try to see as well, like we did not submitted this code, right, recursive code. We will submit and see we will get time limit exceeded, and why we will get time limit exceeded also I will let you know. Yeah, here we got time limit exceeded, only 17 test cases got passed. Why we got time limit exceeded means because we need to check the constraints before submitting a code to avoid time limit exceeded. Here the length of text 1 will be greater than equal to 1 and length of text 2 will be greater than equal to 1 and less than equal to 1000. If it is less than equal to 1000 means it is like 2 power, like text 1 string length can be 1000, text 2 string length can be 1000. That will be 2 power it, like text 1 length, when text 1 length max is 1000 and text 2 length is also 1000, 2 power 1000 plus 1000, which is 2 power 2000. We will be having 2 power 2000 subsequences. For those 2000 2 power 2000 subsequences, we were comparing them again, which will take a huge amount of time. So that is why we got time limit exited for this recursive code. And when we try to convert the recursive code into memoization, we know that memoization is very simple. If we understand the recursive code, we will just add a base case by storing the values in the DP table. We will store the values in the DP table. We will check whether those values are present in the DP table or not. If they are present, we will use that values, and if they are not present, we will calculate and we will store in that. And the recursive code structures will be mostly same. Just before making recursive call, DP table, and we will be storing the values. That's it. So from this code, 90% of the code will be similar, but just we will change the way. We will try to change it to memoization. As you all know the basic of memoization, I am converting this code to memoization. To convert the code into memoization, you should keep in mind that our motto is, instead of making overlapping calls, like we will be having when we have overlapping subproblems, to avoid that overlapping subproblems, instead of calling the function again and again to calculate the same value, we will go to approach of memoization. In that memoization, as we need to avoid the recursive calls, unnecessary calls, we will be storing it in table, which is DP table or memoization table, but a table or an array. I am converting for memoization. Same to same code, but just before calling the function, we will check in the DP table. If you, as you already have idea about memoization, try to code it by yourself. Try to code it by yourself also, which will be helpful for you. I have declared a 2D DP table, and in the DP table initially I am filling it with -1. After filling it with -1, I will be making the same function call, but at here, as I said, I need to check whether I have answer already stored in my DP. So just I will be adding the DP table which I created recently. I added the DP table that I created, and here the base case will be same, whether if it is length of I is length of A or J is length of G, will be returning 0. Here just check the place where you are making the, here we are making the recursive call. So before making recursive call, we need to check. So here we need to check it at here. As here we are making recursive call, we are just about the recursive call, that do we have our answer already stored. If it is already stored, we will not call, we will not do recursive call. So we will be writing just above it, dp of I, dp of j not equal to -1. That means, like, initially we stored the entire DP table, we filled it with -1. At here, what we are doing, we are checking is whether it is -1 or not. If it is not -1, that means we have made some modifications in the DP table. That means we have added some answer into it. So when it is not -1, that means our answer is already stored at there. So we will be returning the value which we stored at there in that particular cell. Okay, if it is -1, that means we did not calculate the answer at that particular cell. At that time, what we will be doing is, we will be not directly returning answer, but we will be storing the answer, so that if we directly return the answer, again it will be same like previous problem. But our motto is to use the answer which we already calculated. So to do that, instead of returning it, we need to store it, and then I am returning it. dp of ij equals to 1 plus and similar one, but at here as we included newly dp also I am adding dp at here. Same code I am just storing and then I am returning. And in else also it is similar. Instead of directly returning it, we will first store it, and then we will return it. That's it, guys. Yeah, we closed all the brackets and all. What is the problem? Function can't be applied to the given types. Yeah, we are not taking the parameter at here. We forgot to initialize the 2D DP which we are passing it here. Yeah, here also we are not passing the DP table as we edited the previous code. We forgot to pass the DP table. Yeah, that's it, guys. Now we'll try to submit and see whether our code gets submitted or not. Yeah, our code got submitted. Previously we got TLE, but no, it got submitted because we optimized the code using memoization concept. What we have exactly done here, instead of directly making recursive calls blindly, we took a DP array and store the values into DP array, and then we applied the concept of memoization, and we tried to check whether okay the answer which we are trying to calculate DP of ij after. See here, like you are asking why we are not returning DP of ij, right? Here we are using if and else condition. So when we are using if and else, however, if we will be returning by any one of the thing. Okay. If it is equal, we will be returning, storing, and returning this. If not, we will be returning using this to return. Okay. Okay, I hope you understood. Like I used the same pattern that we used to write recursion code, and then I have done it. Instead of returning these two separately, in if we are returning in else we are returning, we can store in if condition, we can store in else condition, we can store, and we can return it here also in the end. I think that is what you are asking, why we are returning it here. I just converted the similar code that we have in recursion into memoization so that you will easily understand. That is why I wrote two statements like return. If you wanted, right, as in comment section you are asking return dp of ij after that. Yeah, here we can write the return statement to avoid multiple returns at here. That is also can be done. Okay. Now when we try to, we will try to print the DP table and see what actually exactly happening at here. As already time is 8:13, the class need to be till 8 only. I will try to explain you the memoization clearly, and the tabulation will be finished in 10 minutes or 5 minutes, 5 or 10 minutes. Before that, I wanted to show you clear difference between the table in memoization and in tabulation. For that, I will try to print the table and we'll try to check it. To do that, we need to first call it. Okay, I think if I show you the table, it will be a bit time wasting actually. We need to go to the tabulation process. Initially, as we filled it with -1, we'll be having -1. But for this, if I write in this, property of t, yeah. Initially, we will be having this one, and then our answer is completed. I just wanted to show you the DP table of that we are using memoization, which will help you to understand better. I'll just return some -1 at here. Yeah, this is the DB tables that we are using. The reason behind showing these tables is you need to understand the difference between memoization table and tabulation tables, DP tables. The DP table which I am using in memoization has still some -1s in some places. Like here I have -1, here I have -1. There are multiple -1s. That means I did not edit the entire memoization table. This is the major difference which we can notice between memoization and tabulation. When we store the values in memoization, we will only store the necessary values which we calculated in this, because we are not building the entire table. We are just making the function call, and to avoid the further function calls, we are storing the answer in a array. So the only necessary things are stored. Just remember this DP table. When I show you the DP table of tabulation, you will understand. In tabulation, we will be filling the whole table one by one. There we will not find -1s anywhere. Just for interview point of view, I wanted to show you. In tabulation, we will be filling the whole table, but in memoization, there is no need of filling the whole table. If you fill the just the table, where to avoid the recursive calls, that's enough. This is also a difference which most of you don't know. That is why I just mentioned it. And we will fastly go to the DP table approach. We'll be going to tabulation. Try to write using tabulation. Just try to do it. Already we have done using this one, right? Mm, just a minute, or else you try to solve it using tabulation. Okay, we'll memoization is done, right? To do solve the problem using tabulation, you know that in DP tabulation, we will start building the table from initially from the answer which we know to, like we will try to calculate the answer which we don't know from the answer which we know. In tabulation process, we'll try to first build the table using the logic, then we can write code for it. You yourselves also, you will be able to write the code for it. I will explain you tabulation. Okay, before entering, as you all you understood memoization. Okay, just let me know in the chat, are you clear with memoization? Just let me know in the chat, are you clear with memoization? Just type in the chart. Yeah, okay, you are clear with memoization. Now we'll go for tabulation. The same thing in memoization which we have done, like filling the table with the answers which we know. In memoization, we filled the table with the only answers that we calculated to avoid the recursive calls. But in tabulation, we will be entirely removing the recursion and filling the table with the answer till that point. With the answer till that point. For example, if we take two strings like A, B, C, D, A, F, and A, C, B, C, F. If we take these two strings, we'll try to write DP table for these two strings, like tabulation one for these two strings. We'll first take these two strings A, B, C, D, A, F. And B, C, F. Well, first, when we have only one string, when we did not have any character in the first string, it will be 0, 0, 0. Answer like we will not have any substring. Or else, if we have this one string, we did not have the other string, then also answer will be 0, 0. Yet here, what we are doing is basically like every cell represent. What if we have these two, only these two characters? This cell will represent that. If we have these two, this cell will represent that. If we have these three, this cell will represent this one. If we have this four, this cell will represent what if we have this four. This cell will represent what if we have till here. In that way, I hope you understood. Now if we take for example this particular cell that represents that what if we have two strings till here, what will be the maximum answer. And the final cell which we have it here will represent what if we have the whole string at here. We break down the string into small chunks, and then we are calculating what if we have this, what if we have this one. At here we will see. First we will check. When we have only A, we did not have anything at here, answer is 0. As I said, when we did not have anything in the above string, this entirely will be 0. When we did not have anything in the left side string, this will be also entirely 0. This might have been a bit above. Just a minute, guys. Yeah, when we have A and A, when we have A and A, when we have these two strings sequences, that is 1, that is both are same, so we can have 1. When we have A and these two, what will be the answer? That is also 1. As we have only one string at here, the whole answer will be with 1 1 1. I hope you got it. Now, when we have A and C this side, when we have A and C this side and A this side, what will be the answer? The answer will be for A and C, and only A answer will be same 1. And when I have AC, AB, the answer is still 1. And when I have here C, like AC, and here ABC, AC and ABC. When I have AC and ABC, what can be the answer? When I have AC and ABC, what can be the answer? Type in the chart section. The answer will be 2. The answer will be 2, which is AC, and here AC. I can skip the B and I can take. So when both characters are same, here 2. How we got 2? We will get 2 by taking the value in the diagonal plus 1. When both are same, diagonal plus 1. Here we have C and C, both, and here till here. When we come to here, we need to check from the left side, because already we know that AC is possible, so 2 is possible. Even D is not same also, like A in AC and ABC, 2 is possible. So in AC and ABCD, or AC and ABCDEAF, in that at least 2 will be possible, because already with just by taking AC and ABC, 2 is possible. So if we add letters to that, there is chance of increasing, but it will never value of these two, maximum value of these two elements. Like top and diagonal one, the maximum value is 2. So we'll be taking 2, and here we'll be taking 2 2. And when we have 3 letters, here I said when they are same, diagonal plus 1. When they are not same, maximum of these 2. When they are when not same, max of top comma left any one thing, max plus 1. Here top comma left comma max plus 1. Here B and A are not same. When they are not same, max of these two plus 1. Like sorry, max of these two. In these two, max is 1. B and B are same. When both are same, what we need to do? Diagonal plus 1. Diagonal plus 1 is 1 plus 1, 2. And is B and C are same? Not same. So max of 2 comma 2, which is 2. B and D not same. So max 2. B and A not same. So max 2, and max which is 2. So now when I start with C, and it both C and A are not same. These two I am comparing. C and A are not same. C and A are not same. So max of 0 comma 1, which is 1. I hope you are understanding, right? When they are not same, we are taking the max of these two. And here C and B not same. So max is 2. C and C both are same. When they both are same, diagonal plus 1, which is 3. And here again same, 3 3 3. And here when we come to here, we need to check whether these both are same. No, these both are not same. This is F, this is A. So max of top and left one. What is the max between these two? 1. And this is also not same. So max 2. F and C not same. Max 3, max 3, max 3. And here, so it is 3 for third row, fourth column. Yeah, you are right. And here when we come to the ending, F and F are same. When F and F are same, 3 3. When it is 3 3, what we will do? We will take diagonal plus 1. Like F and F are there. F and F are same. F and F are same. So when both are same, we will be taking diagonal plus 1, as I mentioned it here. Diagonal plus 1 is 3 plus 1, 4. So our answer is 4. The maximum subsequence that can be formed is 4, which is A, C. What is the subsequence that is can be formed? Sorry, A, yeah, B is there. A, B, C, F. This is the subsequence that can be formed. Now using tabulation, we understood how to get the maximum number of subsequence, like length of the maximum subsequence. The length we are able to find. Now after finding length, we will see how to print it. To print it, we need to check from where we are getting the number. Like when a number is changing, we need to see where we are getting. If it is same as these top and left, then we no need to worry about it. But if it is changing, we need to see how it is changing. Like we need to check with the left one. When we checked with the left one, if it is increased, then we need to calculate it. Here I will show you how to write the string. Then we will see tabulation and printing at once. Already it is at 30. Okay. Yeah. Here at 4, we got a 4. We got a 4 means we have a match. We need to check, like here it is 3 and 3, but it is increased. Means we got a 4, that means it is increased. If it is increased, that means there is a similar string. So we have F. Next, from where did we get this one? We got this one by adding 1 to the above. We got this one by adding 1 to the above. So we will go to above. After going above, did this increase? No, it did not increased. We will come here. Did this increased? No, it did not increased. We came to here. Now did this increase? Yeah, this is increased. When this is increased means how we will get this one? We will get this one from this here. So before going there, we have C. It is increased at here, so we have C. When it is similar only, we are increasing, right? So we got it is similar at here, so we increase. So we will write C, which is at here, and we will go to next 2. At 2, did 2 increased? Yeah, 2 is increased. So we will write the letter B also. B will go to top. Did 1? Did it increase? No, it did not increase. Like here you can see it did not increase. Here above, from above we took max, did not increase. We will go again left 0. Did it is we will go to 0, and did it is increased? Yeah, 0 is increased, like it is increased to 1 here. So we will take, we'll go from this 1 to 0 here, which is A, B, C, F. As I am going from below, I started writing from left to right, so I got in order. But when we write in code, we will get it like F, C, B, A. So we will use dot reverse, and then we will return the answer. This is how to print it. I have finished the explanation of both solving using tabulation and printing in the same explanation, so that we can directly go and write the code. Yeah. Now we will try to see the tabulation code. Are you clear with the tabulation explanation? Type in comment section, are you clear with the tabulation explanation of logic? Yes, okay, you are clear with the tabulation logic. We'll write it, code it as soon as possible. Here when you notice our answer is stored in the ending, right? We'll be writing same code. I'm removing the entire code and we'll start writing it. We need to declare a DP table, so we need table understood, not how formed. To understand how we formed table, the thing is like you first need to understand the logic, or else the simpler way will be like you can write memoization first. After from memoization you can see is there any pattern that we are following. From that you can get it. To understand how we are getting the logic of table, you need to practice more DP problems. Then you will understand how we are writing logic for table, like how the table formed. Or else if you just simply practice more number of problems also, you will understand a pattern. Like in class when we discussed the pattern of like Fibonacci and jump game, those kind of things we discussed, right? Unbounded knapsack and coin change. In that way, when you solve more number of problems in DP, you will see similar kind of patterns getting repeated. So try to solve more problems, then you will notice the pattern. Here, as this is a kind of problem, you felt it unique, but when you solve similar problems to this, you can just copy paste the same approach at there you will not feel difficult because you already know that this kind of pattern exists. This is like in aptitude you will be solving problems. In aptitude, when you try to solve problems of converting like numerics and all, at there you will be having some formulas. Initially you need to know what are the types in that, then you can apply the same thing to other. In DP also, mostly when you see a new problem, that will be having a kind of DP problem that will be already solved. Like it might be like unbounded knapsack, or else it might be like coin change, it might be like Fibonacci. To get that, you need to understand with all possible ways. You need try to trace the answers by taking one string, one character, two characters, one character, two characters, in that way. When you try to write using all characters, you will understand. For example, at here, as you know that memoization is done, you know that tabulation also can be done. Here, okay, I will explain you from for this how we got this table. Here you know that we have done memoization for this. First, to come up with recursion, I said you like we are doing some work and again we are going to back, and I said to simply convert recursion to memoization, just keeping a condition of checking whether this already exists in table before calling the recursive call. That is for converting into tabulation. You should be able to understand where to start. If you understand where to start, you can build it slowly. Here, when I have only one string, like I did not have any second string, the answer will be 0 0 0. That is for sure, I know. If I have only above string, I did not have any left string, answer will be 0 0 0. This is also I know. And here, how I came up with diagonal max of diagonal when not same, when same diagonal plus 1, like when not same, max of left comma up, when same diagonal plus 1. How did I come up with this problem? Before coming up with this, you need to just write down the numbers. After writing down the numbers, then you need to try to write the formula. Here, first you need to check, okay, when I have just a and a, then what would be the answer will be 1. If I have a and I have, just a minute, okay, I have just a and a, what will be the answer? The answer will be 1. If I have a and b, what will be a and a b, what will be the answer? Answer will be 1. If I have a b a b c, what will be the answer? Answer will be the 1. When I have a and this, what will be answer? Here also answer will be 1. In this way, you should first try to know what will be answer in all cases. You just try to write it in table format. Here will be 1. To write this first row, we no need to understand any formula, we no need to frame any formula. Just by seeing also we can write this table. And then when we try to write for the second row, here when we have AC and only A at here, it will be 1. To write this, no need of formula. We have AC and AB, 1, no need of formula. When we come to here we understood that In when we have AC and ABC, the answer is 2. You can just directly write 2 at here. No need to do anything. You can write 2 at here, and you can do the similar thing for these all. In this row, you will not able to frame the formula. When you do the same thing at here, you will be not able to frame the formula. But when you do the same thing at here, when you try to write answer for this things, you can calculate physically that A C B is there, A C B C is there, and here A C D is there. In this way, like when you see multiple problems, you will be understanding that okay, we are getting a particular formula at here. So when you try to see the pattern that it is following, you will be able to write the formula. Like you should try to generate, you should first write the table how we are able to writing the answer, like, or else you should get the table from memoization. That is, there are two ways: one, getting table from memoization; other one is writing table by yourself. The easier one will be getting table from memoization. Get the table from memoization, try to analyze what kind of pattern it is following. But if it in memoization you are not able to get the proper table, try to build a table from starting like 0 0 0 1 1 2, like how we have done it here. This will be two ways in which you can get the table created. Then from table you can derive the formula which you need to write. I hope it is a bit clearer than before for you. Yeah, n is equals to a dot length and m is equals to b dot length. From tomorrow, I'll make sure to finish the class by 8 only. Today, as I initially discussed you about interview and all, class became a bit more laggy, but from tomorrow, I'll finish it by 8 itself. I think you will be able to write code for tabulation, as I already helped you with algorithm. I equal to 1 because I said when we don't have anything, it will be 0 0 0. When at least when we have only one string in first rows will be 0 0 0. So I equal to 1. We are starting from I equal to 1. I less than equal to n because we are adding the whole table. This, you know, this basic thing. Caret I minus 1 because we are it here. You can understand, like I will show you why we took I minus 1. I hope you understood why I took I minus 1 at here, because we kept the first row as 0 0 0. So that is why we are taking minus 1 and b dot char at j minus 1. As we have indexing from 0, I am just taking minus 1. If they both are same, I will store it in the DP table. And I need to increase the count. When both are same, what I should take the diagonal one and I should increase the count. To take diagonal one, how I should move? I should move to the above row. In the above row, I should subtract. To move to the above row, what I need to do? I need to subtract I minus 1. And I should move diagonally, right? To move diagonally, I should go above and go to left. That's it, right? So I'm going above and I'm going to left. J minus 1. I'm increasing the count. I hope you understood this one. It is very simple. I just moved above left one, like diagonally I moved up and I added 1, similar to the code that we wrote. And here also we are taking dp of ij equal to, as I said, it will be max of the above element and left element. Above element will be what? I minus 1 comma j, and left side element will be dp of I comma j minus 1 will be the left side element. That's it. Code is so simple. This is the code for tabulation. That's it. You should return. the ending element. Just a minute, yeah, here. Yeah, code is so simple. Just to build the logic, you need to uh, analyze the table and then you need to write the formula. For example, when we write formula for jump game, we'll try to write solution for 3 4, like if it is 3 staircases, if there are 5 staircases, if there are 10 staircases, then we'll try to write how we can jump in all those cases. And for coin change, we will try to see what if we have one coin, what if we have two, in that way. In the same way, in this problem, either you can get the table from memoization and try to analyze the formula, or else you can try to build it yourself from scratch. This is about writing it. And I said you how to print it also, right? To print LCS, we will try to print it. We will start from ending and then we'll come back, right? I'm taking a string builder in Java because string builder is mutable. I am taking a string builder and I am starting my I equal to n at j equal to m. As I explained you earlier, I am starting in the last row, and what I need to still where I need to go till I greater than 0, while I greater than 0 and my j greater than 0. I'm trying to print the subsequence. Is there what I should check? If the character at left and right, like if the character at both I and j are equal, then I need to add it. Like if f and f are there, then I need to add it. To know that f and f are there, we will check based on indexes. If a dot caret I minus 1, as it is 0 based indexing, I minus 1 equal to caret j minus 1. If they both are same, then I will append it to my string builder. SB dot append a dot caret I minus 1, or else you can do j minus 1 also, as both are same, anything will be fine. And then my I minus minus, my j minus minus, we need to move diagonally, as I shown you earlier in the explanation. We move diagonally to above. If they both are not same, if they both are not same, what I should check? I should check if dp of I minus 1 and j is greater than dp of I and j minus 1. I'm checking with the above element first, like above element is greater than this. I'm checking with the above element is greater. If above element is greater, then what I will do, when above element is greater, I'm doing I minus minus, which is I'm moving towards left. If the above element is not greater, I will move towards j minus minus, nothing but left. I should analyze where I should go, like towards left or right. And while moving, I'm just adding it. This is done, and in the end, I have my string in the this string builder. But as I said, we are moving from left to right. So if I print it now, I will get it in reverse order. But how I need to have? I need to have it in proper order. So I need to reverse. Now we'll try to see. Did we get the required one? A dot caret cannot find symbol. A dot caret I minus 1. It here I did not mention p dot caret. Cannot find email a dot. Okay, I tabbed cat at line number 17. Yeah, it here caret. Line number 18 is b dot append a dot caret I minus 1. Where did it go wrong? It is again I typed wrong caret. Yeah, that's it. Here the answer is ACE. We got ACE answer, which is length of 3. And for next one answer is ABC. We got answer as ABC. For third case, we will not have anything, so we will not print anything. It is empty string for third case. For those who someone has joined just now, you can just go through the whole video as it is live. It will be recorded, I think. So you might find the recording. You can go through the recording from the beginning. Yeah. Remaining who all are there in the class, did you understood how we printing and how we came up with the tabulation approach? Is it okay for the rest of the people who were in the class? Similarly, you can solve some more problems. So this is solving using string builder from same problem. Yeah, I solved the same problem. No. See, sorry, this is solving string builder for the same problem. No, I did not solve the problem using string builder. I solved the problem using tabulation only. But while printing, I here added this LCS. In here, they just asked size. When they asked us just to return the size, tabulation is enough. We will be getting the size using tabulation. But what if they ask to print what is the common subsequence? When they ask us to comment the common subsequence, at that time we need to write this code so that we can print the common subsequence. Here I am returning the same length. You can see what am I returning. I am returning the same length, but I just added the code of string builder so that we can print it. For printing, logic is explained here, like comparing these two, which is max, we will move towards that max, like, or else if both strings are same, we will move diagonally. If both strings are same, we move diagonally. Here we are seeing right here f and f are same, so I wrote it and I moved diagonally. Here both are not same. When both are not same, what I have done, I moved towards the maximum element. Here both are not same, I moved towards maximum. Here both are not same. Both are same, so what I have done, I wrote this one, I moved diagonally. Here both are same, I wrote this one, I moved diagonally. Here both are not same, so I moved towards maximum side. Here both are not same, I moved, both are not same, I moved and again return the letter. So this is the second code which I added, is just to print. In lead code question they did not ask it, I wrote it so that you will be understanding how to print it. And as practice problems with similar concept, you can start solving problems, like you try to solve these kind of problems today. That will be helpful for you all. LCS is done, printing LCS is done. LCS is okay, this is there, right? LCS is done, printing LCS is done, and interview explanation for also done. Explanation for interview, what you need to prepare for interview interview that I explained LCS, I explained how to print LCS. For LCS, I explained using recursion, memoization, tabulation, all three parts, and you can solve simply LIS, LPS, longest increasing subsequence you can solve, and longest palindromic subsequence. This will be just a joke. If you see longest palindromic subsequence, nothing but the same question. I'm saying longest palindromic subsequence is there, right? Longest common subsequence we have. When we see longest palindromic subsequence, I will show you. It will be done with just within a minute. For longest palindromic subsequence, they will give just a single string. In that single string, here LP has nothing but longest palindromic subsequence we are doing, right? Okay, longest palindromic subsequence. In this, in question, they will give just string s. They will give one string only, and in this one string, we need to find the longest palindromic subsequence. For example, if the string is B B A B C B C A B, this we need to do the same thing, but here we need to just reverse it. We need to reverse it, and we need to take this string as A. For B string, we need to write the string in reverse order: B A C B C B A B B. We need to write in this way, and we need to find the same common sub sequence. One, we will get the answer for palindromic, because here instead of doing on the same string, we reverse the string and then we are doing. So if they ask you longest palindromic subsequence, it is same to same code as you have done for longest common subsequence, but for second string you need to take the. So we have done the even longest palindromic subsequence also done. Hope you got it right. Just let me know in chat. Yeah, okay, you got it. And for longest increasing subsequence, you can go through it, you will be understanding it easily only. Okay, that's it for today, guys. I'm ending the session for today, and the next session will be day after tomorrow. I'll be writing the date for next session somewhere, so that who listens afterwards will not miss the date. Just a minute, guys. Next class is on 22/04/2026 at same 6:30 p.m. You can leave the class, guys. That's it. I'm ending the session.